Well, good afternoon here at the Brook Trot Homestead. We're going to talk to you a little bit about our rainwater harvesting system. This is actually our first year to do it. We kind of just got a wild hair about it, kind of like this whole situation. So we wanted to kind of go over what we did, how it works, and kind of why we're doing it. Right behind us, you see we have what is called the IBC totes. They come in two different sizes, 275 gallon or 330. We got the 330s. If you can tell, I did like two different methods on it. This one I wrapped in black plastic. The reason why that is you want to stop and mitigate the growth of algae. So as long as you stop the sunlight from hitting it, it won't grow that algae. So you won't have to chemically clean your tanks. So it'll stay that way. This one, the liner on it was so thick, I couldn't wrap it in plastic. So I got this tarp system off of Amazon. I think it was like 30 bucks. That I just threw on it, and I just have stuff weighing it down. I'm going to work on it a little bit better to make it. But that's just another method of doing it. It's a little bit simpler. It's the easy route, I guess. So, I mean, if you can wrap it in plastic, I would suggest you do that. That's probably the best method. But this right here is what I did to mitigate having to pull it out and really fight with it. So pretty much the reason why we did this, I'll go over how we did it here in a little bit, but the reason why we did this is because, as you know, we're homesteading. My wife and I have this garden out back here that she's been doing a lot of videos on. So it takes a lot of watering process and things of that nature. Even with the back to Eden method that we're trying, you still have to water it when you first plant it, and we have chickens as well, and we're going to get other animals here. So this mitigates us using our city water. It uses directly rainwater that we have, so it cuts down on the water cost. And also I don't have to worry about as many chemicals and stuff being in the water. It's more natural. It's God's way of filtering the water, so why not use it that way? So that's why we do this, so we can do it that way. So basically how we did this was, if you see this inlet here, this is actually 3-inch PVC. This 2-inch is an overflow. I put it in because I watched a previous video that had one. I don't think it's 100% necessary because the hole that I have cut up here, I'll probably get a close up here in a little bit. The hole that I have cut here is where it dumps up. I pretty much just cut the lid, stuck the pipe into it. As you can tell, that pops right out. So I have to make it, I need to make it a little bit tighter. But that's what that is. It flows in there. And this over here is pretty much a trash trap. There we go. Basically what it does is when the water comes through our gutter system, it filters to here because there's a lot of trash and stuff on your roof. There's if you have trees, you're gonna have leaves. You're gonna have that stuff, but of course shingles, you have that little stuff that comes off the shingles. So what this does is it catches all of that and it flows down here, and this will fill up with water while all the trash settles at the bottom. And inside of here, I have these little balls that float. That way they'll float up to the top, and this little, I guess, increaser or decreaser, whatever you'll call it, it plugs it up. So all the trash will settle at the bottom, and then I can clean it out with this every once in a while. And then clean water will flow. Then clean water will flow from here over into our tanks, and I won't get a lot of that trash. So it's a good way of filtering your water, so you don't get a lot of that. Because I mean, if you look here, I mean, see all that? You don't want that in your tank. So I do that to catch all this. I also have another filter at the top that you can't see, but it's up in there where this is. And it's just a screen that catches a lot of the bigger stuff like the leaves and things. So what we did was we just pretty much installed this gutter system all the way down our house. And that catches all the water that comes on our roof, and it all slopes this way. It's very easy to install. All you need is a drill, some screws, and the gutter system. I think it cost us right around $200 for the whole gutter system all the way down. I think it was close to 50 foot. So it's pretty cheap to be able to do that. and it saves you a lot of money in the end time. The totes we found on Amazon, Facebook Marketplace. They were 50 bucks a piece. So we have 2 of them, so that's $100. This right here was another probably 30 bucks. So you're looking at, to me, I'd say a total of $300 to put this system in for us. And it's fairly simple, very easy. I'm going to show you kind of how I have them linked up in series. That way we can use it in the watering. So if you want to come back over this way, and I'll show you that real quick. So what we have here is, I forget exactly what these are called. There's some kind of couplings that go for the IBC totes. I think you can look up IBC coupling, and that's what this is. And it has a 2-inch male threads. So what you do is you get a 2-inch female adapter, and you attach it to that with a ball valve and this. And pretty much I hooked this same exact thing up on this side. Once again, 2-inch female adapter, 2-inch ball valve, and I connected the two with a 2-inch union. So that way I can take this apart and work on either tank if I have to. And I connected them two, that way once this one is half full, this one's half full as well, because I have them both open at the same time. So right now I believe both of our tanks, yeah, so you can see both of our tanks are pretty well full, 3/4, a little over 3/4 of a tank. So we have quite a bit of rainwater, and then we have a hose bib at the end that we connect our hose to. And that's pretty much how it works. And then all we do is turn it on, and the water pressure from that uses here. It's not great water pressure, but it's good enough to water our stuff with, fill up watering kegs and all that. And you can see how clear that is. It's not dirty water. It's very good water. I wouldn't drink it right now, but it's definitely perfect for your plants. I mean, what else waters your plant besides rain? So that's why we did this. This is why we have it. So if you got any questions or whatever, comment below, and then we'll get them to you. Thank you, and have a good day.